Recording started.
Hello, we are live once again. Today, I want to finish what I started last week over body composition and nutrition. One thing that I forgot is I neglected to go over water and salt, which I think are two very important components of health in general, and they're very important components if we're going to talk about the physiology of exercise. So let's talk about water first. Water is utilized by the body at a cellular level, at an organ level, at a tissue level. It's used to regulate temperature and maintenance of other body functions. The body loses water by sweating. We've talked about that. And when we talk about sweating, we're talking about evaporation. We lose water by evaporation. We lose water by breathing and by digestive processes. Not exercising. We lose up to approximately 2.5 quarts per day. So in essence, if we're at homeostasis, which we've discussed that, if we're at homeostasis, we're at rest, we're just living a normal sedentary life, not exercising, we're losing somewhere around 2.5 quarts per day. If we're exercising, depending on the intensity of the exercise and the frequency of the exercise and the time of the exercise, then we walk into a completely different scenario here. We also have to think about the ambient temperature outside or the temperature inside. If we're in a hot room lifting weights, and then we decide we're going to do a little cardio and get on the elliptical machine or the treadmill or the bicycle, we have to think about that ambient temperature and how much water we're going to lose, because the amount of water that we lose then through evaporation increases. If we go on a run on a hot day, say it's 85 degrees, we have to think about the process that's going on inside of our body, the process of evaporation, process of breathing, and every now and then somebody has to stop and relieve themselves. So you lose more water in the midst of exercise. How critical is water? Well, let's think about it like this. About 90% of lung capacity of the lung is water. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
About 70% of the brain is water. body, about 60% is water. We just started just a few minutes ago talking about water. Well, I forgot to go over this last week with body composition and nutrition. I told you I was going to talk about water, and I never did. I never did get there. So, for your edification, I talked about that homeostasis. At rest, through evaporation and breathing and digestion, we utilize about 2.5 quarts per day. That's about how much water we lose in a day. If we're exercising, depending on the intensity of the exercise we're on, we can lose much more water than that in a day. Well, I hope I'm spelling that. 90% of the lung tissue is water, 70% of the brain is water, and 60% of other parts of the lung is water. So if we think about that as a whole, somewhere in the midst of all of this, our volume, our body volume, about 90% is some sort of water product, some sort of fluid. So when we talk about whether or not we should drink water, whether or not we should drink fluids, I think it's pretty apparent that if we're losing 2.5 quarts per day, it's probably a good idea. Thanks for pulling it out. Robin just pulled her water out. Got her drinking water already. The main means that we intake water is by drinking water, drinking fluid. And by some foods. What foods would that be?
Fruit.
Fruits, vegetables.